This is our day 6 on learning Cypress with JavaScript, and we are learning JavaScript as of now. What we will talk about today, let me delete all these things. This is previous day notes. Today's agenda will be purely on data types and variables, right? We will talk about these things on only. And I have already shared with you, that there are some good websites, javascripttutorial.net. This is also good. javascript.info. This is also good. And you have working examples here. You have working examples here. And slowly we are learning, basic things first. So let's talk about variables first. Let's talk about variables. Okay. So what is variable? Right? A variable is a named storage for data. Okay. It's like named storage. There is a memory where the data will go, right? And that's why it should have some name, right? It's like envelope, right? In the envelope, you put the address, correct? And then there is something inside that, right? Which consumes some memory. It's like a parcel, right? Or a box, the box will have some name and it has its own capacity to put some data. It's like this. Okay. So how we declare the variable? Same as in mathematics, we say let something is equals to something, right? In that way. So for example, if you want to declare a variable, it's very simple. Let this. You just declare it, don't initialize the value. So this is declaration, and this is then you are assigning a value to that particular variable. It's like this. Okay. It's very simple. When we say let x, it's just declaration. This is declaration. And when you say x is equals to 10, that means you are now initializing it. Initializing, correct? Or you are assigning the value. Assign the value. Correct. So there are two parts, declaration and initializing or assigning the value. Here x is the variable. Okay. In the same way, it can be, characters also. It's fine. So you can say let q is let q, that's it. And you can say q is equals to, in the double quote, you can say hi. That's perfectly fine. Okay. So q is a memory space where hi is hi. We have put the, the whole thing into q. It's like this. So whenever I want to refer this value, I will use q variable. It's like this. Okay. Let me do it something like this. Let r is equals to smart boy, right? What will happen if I'll say console.log in the bracket q plus r? What will happen? Or in other words, I can say let s is equals to q plus r, and I can print s now. Right. What is going to happen? Whenever there is an addition sign, this plus sign is between two variables, it will try to do some addition, right? But the problem is q is some character, r is also some character, right? When you do q plus r, basically it will find out its value. Okay, this is high. Okay, this is high. And high. And then the next value plus, what is the value of r? This will be this. Okay. So both will get concatenated. So this will be, you know, added to this, means smart boy will be appended to high. It's like this. So finally it will print high dot dot smart boy. Let's try this. Let's try this. I'm copying exactly this code. Let's open our VS Code. Let's create a new file today, and we will say 02 variable demo.js. Okay, you can name any file name, can be anything, but I'm putting some meaningful name so that in future we will remember where we learn different things. So I'm just pasting it. So I'm saying before that, let me say let q only. Q is equals to high, r is equals to this. There must be some error here. The spelling of console is console dot log s. Okay, let's put semicolon at the end of every. Oh, this is just a comment. Okay, so this is our program, correct? Let q is equals to high, let r, and then we are saying, so you can declare as well as initialize both thing in the same line also, it's fine. You can do it in two line also, that's fine. Okay, now we will run this. So what we will say, node dot backslash 02 variable demo dot js and enter. See here what it is printing. Okay, fine. And let's go back to the variable chapter. So this is like declaration. Now we can put some data into it using the assignment operator. Then you are saying some message is equals to hello. Don't worry about the alert. We will not try alert. This is like client side browser scripting. We are not doing it. Instead of alert, we are using console.log. Okay. You can declare different variables in the single line also. That is also fine. So what they are saying is you can do it like this also. So I will say let user is equals to John, comma age is equals to 25, comma message is equals to hello. That is also fine. Okay, so it will declare three different variable: user, where the value is John; age, where the thing is like 25; and message is hello. But these three are not connected. Don't think that these three things are connected. The John's age is 25. It's not like that. Basically, they are just three variables. So I'll show you what will happen in the background when you will say this in the program. What happens in the background is it creates three different boxes. Okay, one is what? One is user, user. Second is age, and third is message. There is no relationship between these three, guys. There is no relation. Okay, it has its own value, John. It has its own value, 25. This has its own value, hello. That's it. There is no relationship between these three boxes or the variable. All are independent. Okay, going back. So this is same as if you declare it like this. Both are same. Okay, you can do it in a single line also. You can again use let user equals to John, complete the statement, then let age is equals to 25, let message is equals to hello. You can do it in that way. You can do it in this way also for making it more readable way. You can do it this way, or you can comma separated. You can next line you can put the comma. Any ways is fine. Okay. Now the question is, there is another way. You can use either let or you can use var also, or var. Okay. So in the older script, you may also find another keyword var. Generally, in older version of JavaScript, we used to, you know, use this var instead of let. Okay. But there is a difference. The var keyword is almost as same as let. It also declares a variable, but in a slightly different old school way. Okay, there is subtle difference between let and var, but they do not matter for us as of now. We'll cover somewhere. We will talk about what is var, what is let, but this is another way. As of now, just understand it. This is one another way. Instead of using let, you can use var. But you should do your own research. If you're curious about, hey, what is the difference between let and var? Google it. You will be able to find a lot of blogs which is talking about these things. Okay. But I have already talked about it. When you say let message is equals to hello, what happens in the background is message is some kind of memory location where the value hello will be assigned. It's like this. Okay. Then actually, then in the next line you are saying no, message is world now. So what will happen? It will throw out the hello to dustbin, and the new you know value will be assigned to message, right? It's just a variable name. This can be anything. You can have mes or just m, anything. This is user defined variable. We as a programmer putting this variable name, right? So that can be anything. Fine. That's it. And will it show me error if I'll do this thing? Let's try this. Can I say, see, I have already said let user is equals to John. Can I again say let user is equals to um, any name, Daniel, something like this? No, it's showing me error. It's saying cannot redeclare block scope variables. So the thing is, user is already declared. You cannot again say let user, right? See, you can assign some other value, but the thing is, you cannot say again let in this scope. So if you delete the let keyword, then it's fine. It's like overwriting. Earlier, the user was John. Now the user is Daniel. It's like this. Current value of user is Daniel. But you should not use let again here. Okay. So that's a wrong thing. I'm deleting it here as of now. So this theoretical part you can read. Yes. Variable naming. Now the question is, how to name the variable. We user is here, right? We did let q is equals to r is equals to. So generally it depends on what is the purpose of your program, what kind of variable you want to use, but there are certain rules about defining the variable. Okay, so there are rules. The rules are, it's better to use camel case. Camel case is, I'll give you one example of camel casing. Okay, camel case. The example is this. Let's say when you say let first name is equals to John. Okay. Let last name of user is equals to Vic. Okay, something like this. So what is happening here? It's starting with a small letter, but whenever there is a, what we say, a new word, right? So you don't want to continue with the small letter, you say it with the capital letter, the next word, right? So last name of user. So it's more readable. Though you can have it like a small n also, it will not throw you an error. But this is like a good way of declaring the variable. Okay. And uh, what are the, what we say, special character we can use? So generally we should avoid. Okay. Though you can use the special character, but what I'm saying is avoid using it. So this is not a good practice to say let um, f name uh, percent is equals to 45. No, don't do it. Okay, don't do it. Though you can use underscore, so you can say f name is equals to whatever you can give. Right here also some characters, right? So this is not a good practice. I'm saying not a good practice. Okay, and this is fine. Though this is fine, this is fine, but don't do that. It's creating confusion. What is underscore here, right? You can have it like this: underscore of underscore user, or 2 times or 4 times underscore. But it doesn't look good. First thing, and second is it creates confusion. Why we are using this special character? Okay, so it's better don't use any special character when you are declaring a variable. Okay, you read about more rules here, you will get to know. Okay, um, it should not start with a digit, right? So incorrect variable name is, this is the example of incorrect. So you should not do like let 1a is equals to 20. Uh, Hyphens are not allowed in the name, right? So don't do this also. Let my name is equals to something. So don't do that. Okay. And interesting thing is, very interesting thing. Let's try this. So when we say let uh, city is equals to New York, okay, and I'm declaring another let city is equals to Delhi. It's not showing me error. Okay, it should show me error, but it's not showing me. Why? We are thinking that city here, it's written city, here also it's city. No, both are different variable, because here you're using small letter, here you are using capital letter. So both variable are different. So if I will print it, let's do it. Console.log, in the bracket, let's print city first, and again console.log, let's print capital city, and let's run this program, save it, let's run this. Sorry. Okay, just a minute, let me run. See here, it's printing me New York and Delhi both. Okay, so it's fine, but don't do that. It's creating confusion. Both are different variable, but it's creating confusion. Okay, so it's better don't repeat the variable name, even if it is um, with the same character, right? Yeah. So anything, different combination. Somebody is saying try with small ci, capital Ty, or capital Ci, small ty. See, ultimately the thing is, it will be different variables. Okay, if you're using some different combination, it will be different. But if we'll use exact same, let city is equals to some other value, right? Here let's say Sydney or something, right? It will show you error. It will say because you have already have one variable with the city, you cannot again have with the same name of the variable. Okay, going to the next thing, read about it, because there are a lot of things to um, practice, but we cannot touch each and everything. Whatever is important, I'll cover those things. Okay. Constant. This is good one. So you can use the word constant itself. If you think that um, whenever you think that I will not change these values, right? I have some fixed value for it. It's better to use constant. To declare a constant, which is unchanging variable, use const instead of let. So this is one example. Okay. Okay. So when you declare const is equals to something, and we will try to change it, let's see whether it will allow that or not. So the same program, I'm saying this thing. This is allowing me. There is no issue. I said const is equals to this, and then I'm changing it. Let me do that thing, console.log, and in the bracket, my birthday, and I will clear this, and let's run this. Wait, it's showing me error. What error it is showing? Just a minute. Let's see. It's saying that type error, assignment to constant variable. Okay, so let's understand this error also. It's saying at the line number 20, you are assigning to a constant variable. So it is showing me runtime error. It's not compile time error, right? It's not showing when I'm writing the program, right? It's showing me the error when I am running it. Okay, like this. So it's better you don't change the value. When you declare a const, it's a fixed value which you want to use. Let's run this again. There is no error now. So it's showing me the birthday. Okay.